There are days when life feels heavy, when our goals seem too far away, our dreams too unrealistic, and the climb just too steep. We look at the mountain ahead and think, how can I ever get there? But what if I told you that the secret to reaching that mountain's peak isn't in giant leaps, but in tiny steps? That's where Kaizen, the Japanese philosophy of continuous improvement, begins. It's the art of getting just 1% better every day. One small improvement, one small win. That's all it takes to begin the transformation. In Japan, this idea changed entire industries. After World War II, companies like Toyota used Kaizen to rebuild from ruins, not by chasing perfection, but by improving little by little every single day. And that's what you can do too. Because it's not about speed, it's about consistency. It's about proving to yourself that progress is still possible, even when it feels like the world is standing still. Imagine if you improved just 1% every single day. It sounds small, almost laughably small, but here's the secret. It compounds. Over time, that 1% becomes exponential. By the end of a year, you're not just slightly better, you're 37 times better. That's the silent power of Kaizen, invisible at first, but unstoppable in time. Think of it like a single drop of water shaping stone. One drop does nothing. But over months, years, that drop carves valleys. Your habits work the same way. Every small choice you make, to wake up earlier, read one more page, take one more step, is carving the life you want. You won't notice it at first, but one day you'll look back and realize those small choices built something extraordinary. You, stronger, wiser, unstoppable, in Japan. Mastery isn't about perfection, it's about dedication to the process. A sushi chef may spend years perfecting how to cut fish before ever crafting a full dish. A calligrapher spends decades practicing brushstrokes that others might overlook. This is Kaizen, the devotion to the process itself, not the rush to the result. It's an act of patience and humility. You see, we often chase big results fast because we crave validation. But true mastery comes from surrendering to growth, from showing up even when no one's watching. Kaizen teaches us that greatness is not a destination, it's a rhythm. It's what happens when you fall in love with progress itself. When you trust that the journey will take care of the outcome. Let's be honest, the hardest part about improving yourself isn't starting. It's continuing when you see no visible result. That's when self-doubt whispers it's not working. But this is the moment Kaizen was made for. Because it reminds you that slow doesn't mean stuck. Growth is invisible before it's undeniable. Remember the bamboo tree? For years, it shows nothing above ground while its roots grow deep beneath the surface. And then one day it shoots up 90 feet in just weeks. That's how Kaizen works in your life. Your daily 1% improvements might seem invisible right now. But beneath the surface, your mindset is changing, your habits are forming, and your strength is growing. And when it finally breaks through, the world will see what persistence really looks like. Every day gives you a choice to repeat yesterday or to rise from it. Kaizen isn't about grand plans, it's about moments. It's the moment you decide to breathe before reacting, the moment you choose to learn instead of complain. The moment you do something, anything, just a little better than yesterday. That's progress. That's how ordinary days become extraordinary. If you pick one thing today, just one, and improve it by 1%, you're already winning. Maybe it's waking up on time. Maybe it's listening a little more deeply. Maybe it's smiling when you don't feel like it. These are small things, yes, but they are also everything. Because the person who improves by 1% daily doesn't just grow, they evolve. They rewrite who they are. At its core, Kaizen is a love letter to persistence. It's the belief that who you are today doesn't define who you can become if you just take one more step. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep moving, because every step, no matter how small, carries you forward. One day you'll look back and realize that every 1% improvement, every small act of courage, every effort no one saw, built something unshakable inside you. You'll see that Kaizen wasn't just about discipline. It was about faith in growth, in time, and in yourself. You don't need to move mountains today. You just need to move yourself 1 inch, one choice, one heartbeat closer to who you're meant to be. And that's how you become unstoppable.